Hello again, my fellow miners. Thanks for clicking. I'm Rob, the Idlest Miner, and if you notice that name change, there'll be more on that in a little bit. So we're going to jump right into this mine one today. Going to give you a little walkthrough on the quickest way to get through this if this is your first time playing it and you have no super managers. So if you noticed right away in the beginning of the video, I did get that ad boost activated. So you see on the bottom there, we have 3 hours, 59 minutes remaining on that ad boost. And I am just going to slowly collect the first few shards there, rather. We're collecting shards to trade them in for gems. And just going to get enough to upgrade that mine shaft a little bit. But first I want to show you my research lab. I did go ahead and reset it. That's right. Spent the 400 super cash and reset my research lab just for you guys. Level playing field, no special boosts in there. I am, however, going to go into my cards here and make sure that I have the highest boost activated on those, which you should do too. Always make sure you're double checking that stuff when you open another chest, and make sure you're on the highest one because they do help out. So once that's done, we will hop back in the mine here, and we don't have enough cash for manager. Sadly, I cannot use my super managers. So we'll click on him one more time, get another load of cash flowing up. And oh, actually we do have some on top of the elevator there. He's walking over, grabbing it, and we will get that going. So I do have a 2 times boost going, as well as that ad boost, which is giving me a 4 times currently. So we're gonna pop this up to level 10 here, and you see we have a mine shaft already available to open up. So first let's get some managers going, the elevator, the warehouse. And I'm going to open up that mine shaft and get a manager on him. And we're going to have to wait just a tiny bit to get a manager on that first mine shaft. So as you can see, or as I said just a moment ago, I am only going to be upgrading those to level 10 to get that second miner going on that mine shaft. And then that's it. You don't need to do any more than that, guys. It's going to get you through, okay? And you'll notice that going down through these mines, you always want to be focusing on that bottommost mine. All of the mine shafts grow exponentially as you open up that next mine. So don't waste your money in the beginning, especially if this is your first time through and you don't have a super manager yet to help you along. Don't waste your money. If you've got the next mine shaft open, that's where you want to focus your money, on that bottommost mine shaft. So along with this stuff, getting those up to level 10, you do want to make sure that you are steadily increasing your elevator and your warehouse. Because these grow so quickly in these mine 1, mine 2, mine 3, and so on, because they do grow so quickly, you're going to need to really keep an eye on that elevator and warehouse and make sure that you're not getting any bottlenecks in those places. So you saw another mine shaft got opened up already. We're down to 4, and I'm bringing up my elevator and warehouse to level 10. So those can keep up with these mine shafts growing or going deeper and deeper. And I do want to talk about too that those boosts I have, and you'll notice my idle income is a little higher than my regular income, and those are because I did go ahead and buy the idle cash forever as well as the income cash forever, and I highly recommend that you guys do that as well. It's a huge help in this game, and it doesn't cost very much. The one is, I believe, $8 for the income forever, and the idle cash forever, I want to say, was like $4.50, somewhere around there. So for somewhere in the ballpark of $12 to $13, you can get those forever boosts, and they are a tremendous help. I cannot recommend those enough. And if you know anything, if you play console games or PC games that you've spent money on those, $12 or $13 is nothing compared to those console game prices. So if you're going to be spending time in this game and you love this game, show those developers some support, and buy, just at the minimum, buy those 2 boosts. It'll help you out tremendously, and it'll help them bringing out new content in the future. So we are down to mineshaft 5 now, and as luck would have it, the 5th manager you buy is that nice boost, or not boost, but rather reduction cost of your upgrades. So lucky for us that happened on our 5th buy, and honestly guys, that happens on your every 5th manager buy. So it's always the same every time around. Your elevator, unfortunately, will take you 20 manager buys to get that executive cost reduction, and your warehouse will take you 8 buys. So little tip there, if you want to make sure you're using those high level executive managers there for your cost reductions. I am going to go ahead and watch these ads real quick, get those out of the way. Won't make you watch those too, so those are done, and we are down to 3.5 minutes left before we can unlock that barrier. And if you notice, if you've been following along as I've been talking here, all I'm doing is I'm focusing on that bottom mine, hitting that max button anytime I see the arrows pop up that upgrades are ready, and then constantly, you know, keeping an eye on those elevator and warehouse levels as well. You don't want to create those bottlenecks, like I said earlier, and you want to make sure you're always keeping that cash flowing up. So you can see you want those numbers. If you check your mine overview, that's a huge useful tool. I use it all the time. Quick, easy check. You can see your total extraction numbers, and then you can see what your elevator and your warehouse can handle. And just always make sure that your elevator and warehouse are above that total extraction number. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it, guys. And you know, I'll continue to go through this whole mine, and you can, you know, if you choose to watch the whole series, there'll be a couple parts to this series. I don't want to put out a 40-minute video there. No one's going to watch the whole 40-minute videos, but if I chop it up into little chunks, you might watch it here and there. You know, watch one, and then, you know, go play your game for a little bit, and then maybe you'll come back and watch the other one. Totally up to you. It doesn't matter to me. I just enjoy playing this game, and I enjoy sharing my knowledge about this game, and I hope you guys enjoy that too. So just making sure, you know, that you're keeping an eye on all that stuff as you go through here. And yeah, so I do want to comment on the beginning of this video. I did change my name, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. The name that I originally had on my channel was a name that I used for a lot of my console profiles back when I played console games, and it just it stuck with whenever I was creating a new profile, that's the name I chose. And for years, I think I joined YouTube, and I don't even remember now, it's been so long, but however many years ago that I joined YouTube, that's what I put, and that's what I stuck with. And the handful of videos that I put out over the years that nobody watched, it didn't matter to me, because it was just, you know, that's just what you do. You create a YouTube profile so you can save the stuff you watch. Not a whole lot of us ever dream of becoming YouTubers, or maybe a lot of us do. You know, maybe that is the dream nowadays. The American dream: become a YouTuber, make tons of money. That's the dream nowadays. But yeah, so I wanted something that more closely reflected the content that I was going to pursue, being the Idle Miner Tycoon game. And yeah, so that popped into my head one day, and I wanted to, you know, I was really excited that I thought of that, because it really gave my channel a little bit better meaning. You know, the previous name that I had on my channel didn't really go with the theme, and now I think it fits my playing style perfectly, because I just don't have, you know, a ton of time to play this game, and so calling myself the idlest miner, I think, fits me perfectly. And it's what I strive to do with this game, is I try to play it as little as possible, but at the same time maximizing those profits and getting, you know, farther and farther in the game day by day with as little effort as possible. And that's just, you know, good common sense. That's good investment sense, and it's paying off, guys. I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying this game more and more every day, and I'm so happy that I play it, and that, you know, I've loved supporting those developers and purchasing those forever upgrades. It's just been awesome. So as you can see there, the barrier was done, and with all the cash that we earned just with those few upgrades, I think we got up to 170 on that Mineshaft 5. We're rolling through. We're all the way down to the next barrier, and I'm gonna throw a manager on here, try and find a good one, a nice executive one, to get the money rolling in here quick. And there we go. We got a walking speed boost. That'll do just fine. And we're gonna max him out real quick there, almost at 100, just with that little bit of cash we saved up. And that's gonna continue to grow as we wait for that next barrier. And that's gonna be about it for this first video. I don't want to have it too long. I want it to be just long enough that you might make it through the whole way and listen to what I have to say and maybe learn something. So as you can see, I continue to increase those elevator and warehouses so that we're collecting everything. And a little note, the 2C that you saw at the last second there in the bottom, that is going to be enough to get us through the next barrier already. And I will see you in that soon, coming up here in a few minutes or whenever you decide to watch it. So have fun and keep mining.